It's a pleasure for me to be here and speak after Jan, because I can somehow build up on the ideas he showed and he presented about continuous design, discrete design in architecture. And I can somehow build on and explain what is, how we as architects and designers are using computational design tools to create new expressions of data, objects, and space. But I would like to start and take a chance to introduce our team in Subdigital. We are a group of architects, designers, and programmers. We like to engage ourselves in teaching and academia work, as well as working for private clients, realizing their ideas with our expertise and our experience. Yeah. When I am usually asked that what is the actual work that you do in Subdigital, I like to say that we are materializing the digital age. After conversations with some of you today and yesterday, I realized that being on a data conference, saying only this is too superficial. So let me please explain a little deeper what do I mean by materializing the digital age. What actually does the data mean for us in our work? And I would maybe divide in several facts that data or the digital information acts as a driver of our decisions based on performance, simulation, optimization, or evaluation. On the other hand, the data is also a big source of inspiration because big data and digital information is a great source of structures and patterns that are too complex to be controlled or designed by hand, conventional way. And we can use them to somehow make this information and complex relations physical. And lastly, the digital data is also a great media to be visualized in a smart and interactive way. And in this my presentation, I would like to go with you through our projects that we were making for private and also public clients that were dealing with these new expressions of data and new ways of describing the data to the public. So let me please start with the first model that was a holographic model, basically animated urban map. As I said, we take a great interest in the design itself. We want our objects and designs to reflect the complexity that usually digital information and digital media bring. So we usually start with some making designs. We usually start with some patterns and complex information that is driving our decisions by making the form. You can see that we went from a very structured, distorted idea of layers into something more precise and maybe realizable in a digital world to present and create a plinth for this model. The model I'm showing you was basically done for representing a traffic system of Bratislava, and we created a model by layering a lot of layers of acrylic, with engraved structure of the houses and the urban structure, we got the spatial expression of the city. These layers were placed on a display to be able to animate and make the map come alive. This was the model as a whole piece, and you can see the structure which I began with to be the plinth, the underlying part of the model. Another very interesting fact about this model is also being in the context of data conference is, does it play? This should be a video, maybe like this. Yeah. Is the way how we actually created the map. We were able to use OpenStreetMaps database, which represents a great source of information that is crowdsourced, and we were able to gather very structured data of the whole city. We were able to distinguish which roads are the main ones, and we were able to animate and describe them in a visual way in a very appealing structure. The crowdsourcing might be also interesting in a way that we don't have to actually count and evaluate all the information. We can gather the information engaging public. This is the same logic as is used by Wikipedia by generating the content. Another great project we did for the private client was in an interactive tower, which, in contrast to the previous one, was built completely from scratch. We designed everything from the actual structure of the model through the digitally fabricated pieces of the metal tower to the electronics and the actual programmable LED display that was rounded around the core of the building. We usually work in this way that if we have a chance to build really the whole project from scratch, it gives us great potential to later adapt and add new modules and new functionalities, maybe new evaluations and new maybe data or visualizations into the digital layer of the model. The part of the project was also creating a controllable interface for the client, so he could access the database which was on their cloud, and they can in the real time update and display all the information about the building, from the apartment mix to some solar studies that are being displayed on the facade itself. When I mentioned the modular structure, I didn't mean only the software, but also the physical part of the model itself. It was very thoroughly designed with high precision, taking care of every little detail. Yeah, this is a little showcase coming really inside of the and showing all the functionalities and controlling abilities of the model. We also took great care about the materials and the craftsmanship that is how we are doing the or producing the models, we are always trying to work with high precision, bespoke materials and really precise craftsmanship. So, because we believe that also the physical expression and physical appearance of the objects we are producing is a very important part of the whole experience. The modular approach that I mentioned was perfectly represented also in another step of this project, that we were asked by the client to, if we can make some modification for the model in their showroom for the Nuit Blanche festival. And since we created the whole interface, the whole display, and also the displaying method, we were able to add this functionality of having a Tetris being played on the facade of the model itself. It was controlled by users or passers by a button. So we were able to, due to the modular structure of the not only the model but also the software and the electronics, we were able to add new functionalities and to make the visit of the model an interesting experience. With this next project that we have made together and for the Slovak Center of Design, I would like to make a little detour from the digital and maybe digitally enhanced models into physical world where we are as well expressing the complex data that is forming the space, the structure. In this case, we were designing exhibition, modular exhibition furniture. The whole system was designed and based on the flows of pedestrians or visitors visiting the exhibition. We divided the whole space into small cells that were informed by the parameters of the exhibited artifacts or pieces, and were oriented in a space in a way that it was optimal for their performance and to be optimally observed and visited. So this is also a way how to express the data or how to transform the digital information into physical space using materials, craftsmanship, digital fabrication, and with the computational tools we are able to achieve very, let's say, uncanny complexity, similarities in objects that you are designing. You are not designing one particular object, but you are designing a set of objects that are similar and that are somehow from the same family of objects or pieces, I would say. And I would like to somehow conclude with the maybe biggest project that we have done so far for a private client, with the urban model that we made, and that was actually a third evolutionary step of similar models that we were doing for quite a longer period. The first model was made for Bratislava, the second one for Warsaw, and this is the third one, third edition, most advanced with most developed functionalities and control control interface. Also with the maybe most concentration on a design from as the physical part. But what is the most important about this model is that we were basically designing the whole city as a 3D printed acrylic structure that is informed and that is brought to life by a digital information, digital animation that is surrounded by, with using computational computational fabrication as 3D printers and laser cutters. We were able to be very precise with connecting the digital information and digital map to the physical appearance of the model, and we were basically able to really control all and address each of the small pieces of the city and inform them by the zonation, by the traffic, by pedestrian movement, by a solar evaluation, and we provided a really an informed object, informed part of the city that can be used not only for presentation but also for evaluation of certain urban structures. This model was also provided by a custom-made controlling interface that was created for a tablet, and we were able to highlight, select, and evaluate the rich data about the urban structures by the controlling unit. Yeah, so I would like to conclude that these are the ways, these are the expressions that we are using to physicalize and materialize the information that we are provided by the urban structures, and we really believe that the material substance of the spatial design and objects or interior structures is a really way how to communicate all of the complex information to the public with a very comprehensible way. So thank you.